Okay, this is going to be the last garden update for Dano's garden in Chicago. Let's go outside and take a look and see what it looks like, because we're going to get a hard frost soon. So this is our Alice 2.0 pumpkin. The first Alice has had some trouble. Let's go out and take a look at her. Poor girl. She's melting. There she is on the table. There's Alice 1.0. She started to get really, really moldy, and it's pretty gross. And she's falling apart. She's turning into mush. In fact, I better take her off the table. Anyway, she did a good job for a few days. Here's what the garden looks like right now. You can see we have a whole bunch of these Nasturtian plants, and they like, all they did all summer was send out leaves and big long vines, and then they finally started having some flowers. And they don't seem to mind the cold very much, and they kind of look cute, like a lot of little parasols. The leaves and flowers are edible. They have a really peppery taste. So I've really cut back most of the perennials. We've got some mums up there in the flower box. They got a little beat up with that really bad wind we had. Like I said, we got most of the perennials have been cut back, and I've started to add some more soil to the beds. Here we have a beautiful, beautiful leaves of the blueberry plant bush that's going to be hoping get bigger next year. There's a spice bush there, and this guy here is not going to last much longer. This is my elephant ear, and as soon as the first frost comes, I'm going to cut it back and put it in a tub in the basement where it's nice and cool, and it could go dormant. But it really grew quite a bit. I mean, I started this guy from a bulb that was the size of my fist, so it did a pretty good job. We got some, those are our dogwoods that the robins planted earlier this year. They're doing good. I'm probably going to let them grow and nurture those bushes. They have beautiful flowers, and the robins love the berries. So you can see here that it's pretty quiet. I planted a lot of tulips and hyacinths in some different spaces in the yard, and it's looking good. Now you can see that a lot of things are turning and dying back, going dormant. Beautiful colors on these leaves. This is a Virginia creeper. I have to keep cutting it back because it creeps a lot. Yeah, it's pretty creepy. It's creeping all over. It would take over everything. Here's the dossier dogwood that I really have to cut back pretty severe eventually. I grew it from a stick that was in a Christmas arrangement. My kale is doing great. God, I love kale. I've been really eating so much of it. It's so good for you, and I've been eating it and enjoying it very much. I've been collecting dried beans. I'm going to make soup. I've got quite a big container of dried beans, and I'm going to make soup out of the beans. Of course, this is my herb garden, and it's become overrun with lemon balm, which I'm going to have to tame. I've got some really nice other things. Like here we have some feverfew, which I just adore. It's a very bitter plant, but it's really good for your liver and your kidneys. It's a great plant. It also looks pretty. It's from the mum family, chrysanthemum. It reseeds itself. So this has got to be tamed eventually. I just let it go wild this year. It's a lot of different herbs. Got some sage still. So anyway, here's what's left of the sweet autumn clematis, and I often wonder if I really should have planted it. It really takes over. Here's some more beautiful, beautiful Virginia creeper leaves. They're just stunning, and I like, as long as I can keep them under control, they're really beautiful. Okay, there's the moon. And we still got some of these guys left. Boy, they're really tough. These are Skies of Italy geraniums. I've already taken cuttings to root them for next year. The rosemary can stay outside just a little bit longer. I'm going to have to bring in the some of these calla lilies and my amaryllis. Once the For our first frost comes, I'm going to cut them all back and put them in the house. Our Mediterranean pine tree is going to come in soon. It can only take temperatures down to 26 in a sheltered area. So this guy's going to come in soon. We still got some parsley, which is lovely. I love parsley. I think we're done with our basil. We're done with our tomatoes. We've had a really nice garden year. I'm really grateful for everything that came up all the way through. We've had some ups and downs, but it's looking really nice. I like it being a little bit wild looking. So you all have a wonderful week. Thanks for visiting my garden. And once, maybe we'll get a couple of winter ones in here. But we're looking forward to next spring. Y'all take care and have a lovely day. Thanks for stopping by.